escalating feud between President Trump and Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, Republican from Georgia, reached a new level on Friday with the Republican lawmaker announcing her resignation planned for January. A longtime ally of Trump's, Greene has increased her criticisms toward the GOP and the administration for several months. She amped up her disapproval during the government shutdown, with colleagues like Senator Ted Cruz, Republican from Texas, at one point suggesting she was very liberal despite her loyal support for Trump's MAGA agenda. She joined 3 Republicans in forcing the House to vote on a resolution requiring the Department of Justice (DOJ) to release all of its files on Jeffrey Epstein. Trump later called her a traitor and a disgrace to our great Republican Party on Truth Social. However, after the House and Senate passed the resolution, Trump, after repeatedly calling the Epstein case a hoax, signed the bill. The DOJ was given a 30-day time frame to release the documents and files on Epstein, with the congressionally permitted caveat that the names of victims and any persons possibly under investigation be redacted. In her announcement on Friday, Greene said she could not endure a hurtful and hateful primary against me by the president we all fought for, choosing to stay in Congress until January 5th, and in turn be expected to defend the president against impeachment after he hatefully dumped tens of millions of dollars against me and tried to destroy me, she said in a lengthy statement. It is all so absurd and completely unserious. I refuse to be a battered wife, hoping it all goes away and gets better. Trump continued to slam her on social media, but admitted he will always appreciate Marjorie and thank her for her service to our country. Trump also dialed up the traitor rhetoric toward Democrats this week. After 6 Democrats with backgrounds in the intelligence community or the military in a video urged troops to disobey unlawful orders, Trump accused them on Truth Social of sedition and said the video amounted to seditious behavior from traitors. Democratic leaders called the president's rhetoric violent and unhinged, and the posts themselves disgusting and dangerous death threats. Senator Alyssa Slotkin, Democrat from Michigan, Senator Mark Kelly, Democrat from Arizona, and Representative Jason Crow, Democrat from Colorado, were among the 3 people seen in the video. Crow reported Trump's posts to Capitol Police. After these messages by the president, our congressional offices have seen a significant uptick in calls and emails with violent rhetoric and additional threats, Crow's office wrote in an email to Capitol Police, first obtained by Axios. Slotkin, Kelly, and Crow will likely be asked on some of Sunday's shows to talk about the video and the president's response, as well as how lawmakers and the president should move forward. Slotkin will appear on ABC's This Week, while Kelly and Crow will both be guests on CBS News's Face the Nation. European leaders also reviewed a 28-point plan by the Trump administration to lead toward peace between Ukraine and Russia. The plan, quietly negotiated between the U.S. and Russia, would require Ukraine to give up parts of its eastern region in the Donbass to Russia and slash the size of its military. The Council of the European Union praised the plan, but said it needs additional work. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who will meet with Europe's leaders in Geneva on Sunday, said, "We must ensure that crimes against people and humanity, against states and nations, can ever be rewarded in any way or forgiven." Pro-Ukraine Republicans were caught off guard by the plan. Senator Roger Wicker, Republican from Mississippi, said the so-called peace deal has problems. Ukraine should not be forced to give up its lands to one of the world's most flagrant war criminals in Vladimir Putin, Wicker said in a statement Friday. Representative Don Bacon, Republican from Nebraska, wrote on the social platform X that the plan sounds like 1938 Munich, referencing the agreement largely criticized as appeasing Nazi Germany with territory at the time and emboldening leader Adolf Hitler to try to conquer Europe. Ukrainian ambassador to the U.S. Olga Stefanishina will be a guest on Face the Nation, where she will likely be asked about the plan and what will be next before there is peace between Ukraine and Russia after years of war. On Friday, Trump also met with New York City Mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani, a Democrat. Though the president has repeatedly criticized Mamdani and accused the Democratic Socialist of being a communist, Trump praised Mamdani in the Oval Office. "I think you are going to have, hopefully, a really great mayor," Trump said Friday with Mamdani standing beside him. "The better he does, the happier I am. There is no difference in party, there is no difference in anything. And we are going to be helping him to make everybody's dream come true, having a strong and very safe New York. Mamdani is scheduled to appear on NBC's Meet the Press, where he will likely talk more about the meeting and how he will work with the president after he is sworn in as the Big Apple's mayor in January. News Nation's The Hill Sunday. Democratic strategist James Carville, Senator Bill Cassidy, Republican from Louisiana, Representative Julie Johnson, Democrat from Texas. CBS News's Face the Nation. Senator Mark Kelly, Democrat from Arizona, Senator Rand Paul, Republican from Kentucky, Representative Jason Crow, Democrat from Colorado, Ukrainian ambassador to the U.S. Olga Stefanishina. NBC's Meet the Press. New York City Mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani, a Democrat, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, Senator Amy Klobuchar, Democrat from Minnesota. CNN's State of the Union. Senator Bill Cassidy, Republican from Louisiana, Representative Jasmine Crockett, Democrat from Texas, Representative Sarah Elfreth, Democrat from Maryland, National Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett. Fox News's Fox News Sunday. Senator Mark Warner, Democrat from Virginia, Senator Eric Schmidt, Republican from Missouri. ABC's This Week. Senator Alyssa Slotkin, Democrat from Michigan, Senator Mark Warner, Democrat from Virginia, Representative Michael McCall, Republican from Texas. Fox News's Sunday Morning Futures. National Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett, Senate Majority Whip John Barrasso, Republican from Wyoming, Kennedy Center Interim President Richard Grenell, Article 3 Project President Mike Davis.